Yo, what's up guys? So the second PvP damage mitigation test weekend just happened. For those of you who don't know what it is, it was a 20% damage reduction to physical damage done by players or player pets, 30% damage reduction from all magical damage done by players or player pets, and 10 seconds after being damaged by another player or player pet, the damaged player receives 20% less healing. Overall, I think this is a good step in the right direction. Some classes seem to be more affected by the changes than other classes though, and the classes that have been performing very well in PvP already were still performing at the top end in PvP, no surprise. Elemental Shamans are two-shotting, Chimera shots were still hitting 1700 to 2k probably, Boomies were still ripping, Shadow Priests were extremely cracked, same old thing, you know? That's not to say that melee didn't feel a little bit better during the test too. Rogues seemed to be very good, same with Ret Paladin. Everything was good on my Ret Paladin until a Boomy or Shadow Priest started laying into me, or I took a random Chimera shot to the knee from a Hunter. Overall, everything did feel a little bit better though. I do still think that some sort of damage mitigation is needed in Season of Discovery to balance PvP. I think this test was good, the reduction felt good. It's a good starting ground for Blizzard to really get PvP in a better spot. There's just one thing that Blizzard has to do now to really get PvP where it needs to be, and that's nerf Shadow Priest. No, I'm kidding. On the real though, I want to address my last video where I called for Shadow Priest to get nerfed into the ground. I'm sorry to all you Shadow Priest lovers out there, I'm still a mega hater on that spec, and it's not necessarily that I want them to get nerfed. I honestly don't care how good they are, but what I want more so is for damage to be slightly adjusted across the board on multiple classes. We need class balance for PvP to be good. One example of classes that seem to be in a pretty bad spot and the damage mitigation test kind of showed that are mages. Mages seem to be really struggling to keep up with the damage output of other casters in PvP, as well as survivability. I've had multiple mage players tell me the class felt unplayable during the PvP event. Even Sky from the Comeback Kids mentioned the same thing in one of his previous videos. I personally don't main mage or play it, so I don't know a good fix, but my point is, we need some class balance. The other thing too, is everyone's seeing things from different perspectives. A priest might struggle with getting stun-locked and mutilated to death by a rogue, where on the other hand, I just get reckoning stacks and one-shot a rogue, making it much easier to deal with them. So you gotta look at class balance from the entirety of the game. I also feel like a lot of the numbers we're seeing are just way too high for level 50. Without the damage mitigation, I've heard Chimera shots hitting like 3k right now, which is kinda insane. Makes me wonder how hard people are going to be hitting at level 60 in Nax gear. Season of Discovery has been an interesting PvP experience overall, and I just hope Blizzard really takes note of this whole seasonal experiment they are doing, and learns some things for future seasons. I know with Season of Discovery the whole approach was to try and keep as much as they could secret to prevent everything from being data mined, and it's worked for some things like questing for the runes. I'm not really sure how they're testing when it comes to the scaling of the runes. I'm sure they do some level of testing behind the scenes before putting them into the game, but maybe having a small team really look at the numbers in PvP and bring it to the devs before they go live with it and being like, yo, these numbers are way too high, we gotta scale some things back. And then maybe they can scale a little bit of the health on the raid bosses back a little bit, and maybe it'll just balance the game over. I don't know. I'm not a dev. I don't know that stuff. I know a lot of people that love vanilla WoW PvP and want Season of Discovery PvP to be good. Not that SOD is completely like vanilla. It's turned into a whole new game at this point basically, but a lot of the core things from vanilla are in SOD, and that's why I still enjoy playing the game. It would just be nice to see some overall class balance happen in PvP. Not necessarily buffs or nerfs either, not a straight line across the board with all classes, because that would be boring, but just get the classes closer to where they need to be, like where the classes need to be for the game, and fix mages, you know, all the good stuff. Well, I can talk about class balance and PvP all day. I don't want to drag the video out. I pretty much said all I wanted to say in this video. Let me know your thoughts on class balance and Season of Discovery in the comments down below. Smash that like button or dislike button if you're a Shadow Priest, you know. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. I stream most Mondays and Fridays over on Twitch, follow me over there. I'm in the process of moving right now, so streams might slow down a little bit until sometime early next month, but I'm going to try to still do them if I can. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.